Welcome to Radcast, the Random Ass Dudes podcast where absolutely nothing's off limits. Hosted by two guys with no script, no agenda, and no clue what's coming next. If it's random, it's fair game. Tune in, laugh with us, argue with us, or just wonder, what the hell did I just listen to? New episodes come out weekly, and pure chaos is guaranteed.
All right, Sergio, thanks for coming on here, man. Really appreciate you coming on here. And
yeah, man. Yeah, I'm excited to come out. I know when I had talked to you originally, I had turned down a couple podcasts, and I didn't feel like my life was cool enough to talk about yet. So when you hit me up, I was like super interested, and yeah, love the area out here. It's cool. It's kind of reminded me where I'm at, or like I was telling you in Cape Creek.
Yeah,
just kind of away from the city and the craziness a little bit. So it's cool.
A little quiet, huh?
Yeah.
So how do you guys know each other?
Through high school.
Okay.
Yeah, parties. A lot of parties.
Yeah. So back in the day, I was a wild animal, and Cactus and Peoria kind of became friends because we used to get in fights every weekend with each other, and then all of a sudden, we stopped fighting each other and became friends.
Started partying
together and fighting other people.
Right.
Yeah, it was Ironwood.
Yeah,
because we were the other ones.
Yeah.
Ironwood, Sunrise, all sorts of schools.
we became a little bit of a problem when Cactus and Peoria became friends.
Yeah.
So
it would be crazy, man, because we would just mob up to a party like
uninvited.
Like as long as somebody had an address, man, we were there.
Yeah,
or just mobbing up to QTs and everything.
Yeah, long time ago, man. That's crazy.
I talked to some of like my buddies' kids. Like, hey, do you like party or like? What do you guys do? They're like, no.
It's all FaceTime and Roblox, and everything's virtual nowadays. They don't know when kids don't go out.
No.
Yeah, they lost the art of socialization.
Right.
And I think the world's kind of a scary place too. Like, I don't know that I want my 6 and 7 year old kid running the street right now. Like, it's weird. Like, but back in the day, I don't. It just might be my perception of it too. But I don't know that it was as, I guess, scary for kids to be running around the streets. But
I've always thought, like, I feel like it's always probably been like that, but now it's like we have social media, news is right there, right in your face all the time. So you got the news stations that are, they want clicks, right? They want views. So what's going to get the views is all the scary shit.
So it's also created helicopter parents, right? Is now everybody's so afraid that something's going to happen to their kid that they don't allow them to go be kids.
Right.
We talked about that last night with Mel.
Yeah, that's how I feel, I guess, too. There's a lot of eyes now, right? Mm-hmm. So, like, you have access to so much information that, like, our parents maybe didn't.
Right.
So, for them, they didn't really know of the scary stuff out there as much as we do. So, you're probably right.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't as in their face as it is now.
Yeah.
Everywhere you turn, there's something bad going on that's visible, right?
Yeah. How many kids you got?
2. So I've got my daughter, she's 6, and my stepson is 11.
Okay.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Nice. You're like right in the thick of it, huh?
Yeah, man, we're busy, dude. Our week is crazy. Monday we've got cheer, Tuesday we've got football, Wednesday football, Thursday all 3 of us have jiu-jitsu, Friday football games, Saturday jiu-jitsu, and then Sundays are only day off. Plus, obviously, my business that we're running. So, and that's 24/7. The second I wake up to when I go to bed. So, yeah, I got a lot going on, man. But that's kind of what you sign up for as a dad, and in your late 30s, that's kind of how busy life gets. So,
how do your kids like jiu-jitsu?
Oh, dude, that's the best thing I could have done for them, and getting me back involved. I did it when I was younger, and I don't think I'll ever take them out unless they truly just don't want to do it, but they love it, and it's like super good for structure. Getting them to be a little bit combative with other kids and like understand how to defend themselves, and the mental chess side of it and physical side of it. It's one of the best things you can do for a kid, I think.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Now, being that you guys are that busy, you got to have a strong support system at home.
Yeah, what's crazy too is that my wife owns a business, so we're both very busy. But being able to own your own business, you can kind of go back and forth a little bit. When I need her, she jumps in. When she needs me, I jump in, right?
Right.
Like if I need to run, from work to grab the kids at school or drop them off, or I can do that, right? Because I can kind of work remote from wherever I am. So that's the biggest difference, obviously, changing from 17 years in huge corporate world and being trapped in a box for 60 hours a week. So,
Yeah.
What does your wife do? Or what
she
is
owns
her...
a salon, so she owns a company called Mad Lashes. It's, kind of beauty related, eyelashes and eyebrows and spray tans and stuff like that.
Oh, nice. Cosmetics.
So you said you were 17 years in the corporate box. Where did you?
I came
Has it
from
always been
Discount
auto?
Tire. Yeah.
Okay.
So Discount Tire, I spent 17 years there. Yeah, that's half my life, man. So it's there's a lot to talk about there, but I'm super appreciative of that time I spent there because I built a lot of qualities that already kind of existed inside of me, but yeah, the work ethic side of it, and, structure and foundation is key there.
And
There's a lot of
nobody
good things going
understands
on
that
there.
world. I spent over 20 years in the car business.
Yeah.
So I get it.
Yeah, no, it's there's a lot to talk about there, but Discount Tire is a crazy place. When I first started, I had never touched a car. I had no idea about tools. I had no idea about anything. But I luckily got a job through a friend, and I stuck around. Was really good at it. The work ethic was kind of already there, but amplified quite a bit through the company. So.
Did you just start as like a grunt? Just
Changing tires.
changing tires?
Yeah.
That's how most of us got started.
When I was in college, I started. It was my kind of first real job, right? Like I was young, stupid, and taking care of myself outside of working. So surfing couches and stuff. And my buddy was like, "Hey, dude, you need a real job and to take care of yourself." You know what I mean? So he talked me into it. Got a job. I was in college at the time, trying to be a nurse and paramedic and EMT, and that was kind of my route. And then through college, I was changing tires for 3 years, and they kept pressing me a little bit to go into management, and was really good at it. So once I found out how much a manager at Discount Tire could make versus what a nurse would make, I was like, all right, let's go. Let's do it.
That's what seems to suck everybody in, is you can make a lot of money in the car business without a high level of education.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
The problem is you have to give up 60 to 70 hours a week to get there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. And that's the part that people don't realize is the money is very, very good.
Yeah.
But the amount of time that you have to give to get it definitely is tough.
Well, and I think that Discount Tire or any big corporate industry, they understand that, right? Mm-hmm. For you to ask someone to be in a building for 60 hours a week,
right, you
better pay them well.
Yeah.
Right. So that's the lure, right? Like they've got some psychology built around that. They want you to understand that you're making, what doctors would make,
right,
without a college education, and they remind you of that often and all the time. And so yeah, you sit down in those meetings and you kind of become ingrained in that.
Yeah,
and you stick around for a long time.
Yeah, there's a fear, right? Is there? And I think we've talked about it before, but they almost ingrain it in your head. You're never going to make this kind of money if you 100%. Leave, right? Like there's a scare tactic to keep you there, that you can't ever be successful outside of it, and all these other things. And I remember when I got out of the car business, being told you'll be back.
Yeah.
Right. Like you'll come back.
Well, and you see it too.
Yeah.
You do see it. Like at Discount Tire, like people would leave and they would try to come back. Right. Like it's hard. Leaving a job where I'm making that kind of money. I won't say how much, but it's a lot. And you got kids and you got, a family to take care of, and you're like, okay, well, I'm going to go start my own business and not know how much money I'm going to make.
So tell us a little bit about that. So you went from being in Discount for 17 years, now you own your own business, and obviously it's kind of tied to that, but it's yours. So what is the business?
It's called Mobile Tire and Battery. It's for me, it's Discount Tire on wheels, right? Okay. Awesome. Obviously, the battery side of things, Discount Tire doesn't do, but yeah, man, I just wanted to make everything easy. I have always been an entrepreneur at spirit, and for me, Discount Tire was that until it wasn't, right? And then they started making it very scripted and planned, and rules and regulations got really tight, and I was just ready to go do my own thing, man. So I just wanted to be able to build that. And the kind of funny thing is when I left Discount Tire, I didn't want to do anything tire related. I just wanted to go let go of it and figure it out. For a while, I got my life insurance license, was going to do that. And the time, between I figured when I started my business. And after about 2 weeks, I had so many missed calls and texts and social media requests and DMs from all the time I spent, with the tire world, that I was like, I'm just throwing away money if I don't do anything with this. So that was the motivation behind starting, not starting MTB. The background of MTB is my business partner, Wilson, did it, right? He was doing mobile tires, but it was just him and another guy in a van kind of thing. So the original conversation, I had met him through Doug and some of the guys playing poker. I just sat down on lunch with him. I was like, hey, man, I've got all this, business coming in. Let's try to figure out a way to help each other. And after a while, short story, shorter is, it just made sense to partner up and pour gas on it and really ignite it. So, that was just the motivation there. I had no idea I was going to, do tires again, but
that's awesome.
It just makes sense.
So is it on the commercial side too, or like, I guess I should say fleet accounts, or are you doing just mostly like your average consumer?
Yeah. So we do a lot of retail. I feel like a lot of people in the kind of blue collar, well, not just blue collar, but a lot of people understand how much their time and energy, it means to them. So we do have a lot of retail, but on the fleet side of things, it's kind of a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Especially for us, because we don't charge like a convenience fee, right? We want to make sure that you're getting a good deal on top of saving time and energy. So a lot of the times we'll just match any big box store, and then you save the time and energy. We just come out to you and you pay what you would pay anywhere else.
Yeah.
So we kind of use that model of, why would you buy tires anywhere else, right? Like, we're going to come to you. We'll take care of all the hard stuff. You don't have to go anywhere, and you're just, paying what you would pay anywhere else.
Well, where I think it's very, very smart is people don't value their time enough,
right,
until they get it back, right? It's the little things like doing that, everybody's doing mobile oil changes and things like that now, right? So you're not sitting at a dealership for 2 hours waiting to get your oil changed. So like the idea and the concept of it is great, because it gives people their time back. Kind of like what you were wanting by getting out of the discount
100%,
piece, right?
Yeah.
Because you're giving that back to others.
Yeah, it's crazy too, because like when I was at discount, I would pay for convenience and pay for efficiency, because I was so busy and I didn't have time for myself at all. So I would pay for the poop cleaning service. I would pay for the the maids, and not maids, but like the home cleaning stuff, and anything mobile where I didn't have to go and do 2 or 3 hours worth of work just to get what I needed done. So that, again, part of the motivation there too is just to build some efficiency around people's lives and value. That's huge, because we partner with mobile oil, we partner with mobile detailing. Anything mobile, you can kind of contact us and get it taken care of.
Very cool.
What I like is how your customers still went to you when you weren't at discount, right? I mean, that shows a lot about you than it does, I just want to go to Discount Tire. No, they want to go to Sergio.
Yeah, so that's kind of a story too. I was always kind of a social butterfly when I was like young, and that's like meeting you, right? Like, most people just kind of stay in their bubble in high school or grade school or whatever. I was always like super adventurous. I wanted to travel. I wanted to go try this, try that, meet, everybody everywhere. There's people that I used to roller skate with when I was 12 years old that buy tires from me now. And I had no contact between time, right?
Right.
But yeah, this is kind of for me, like, I've always been non-traditional and kind of like fluid and an open-minded human. So like, I did things outside the box a little bit, right? So I think that's part of where I built my clients, and I've always been accommodating to them and did what was right for the customer, kind of thing,
right?
Not just what corporate said to do. So, and then a lot of people, like at Discount Tire, they let Discount Tire feed them. I was always like, well, how do I get better? I need people coming in outside of the geo-locked area that Discount Tire's in. So I was always pushing social media from like when Facebook first started. There's memories that pop up 15 years ago from me. Hey, we got a sale going on this week. Come see me, right? So those are cool to see when they pop up.
Yeah. Well, I do remember seeing a lot of your posts when you were at Discount Tire.
Yeah.
Because I mean, social media is pretty powerful 100%. These days.
Yeah, and in manager meetings back in the day, they would ask me how's my store doing so well, because I'm not trying to be arrogant, but everywhere I went, there was records going on, and each store had a lot going on, and people were getting promoted, and record in sales, record in profits, and there was that organic network following me every store I went. So
you're building customers for life, right? And that's I think going back to what you were saying, Shane. That's how you can build a business to scale, is when it's not about the environment that you work in, it's about the environment that you create as an individual.
Yeah, it's about the person. And I tell my salespeople that all the time, and I go, you should just try to network organically as much as you can. Just then that way, like down the road, if you want to start your own business, right? Like if you want to move on from selling tires or whatever, you could go sell lamps or flooring or whatever you're doing. Those people are going to follow you wherever you go.
Yeah. How many people do you guys have employed?
There's 3 executives. I have 4 sales reps, and then we have 6 installers or techs. So there's about 15 of us.
Nice.
Very cool.
And how many did you guys have when you started?
Well, when I joined Wilson, Wilson was just with he had 2 techs, so it was just us 4.
Oh wow. Dude,
so what's the vision for it? How big do you want it to get?
I mean, I'm not trying to take over the world, right? Like there's places that we're not trying to compete with. We're just trying to coexist, kind of. But I don't have like a regulator on it, right? I want to get as big as we can. I would like to provide a different platform for other people to do the same thing in different states. There's conversations with people that want to start this up in Texas and South Carolina and.
Really?
So franchise opportunities?
I don't know that we're going to go the franchise route,
no.
But similar, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I think that the way that we're building things is really cool. We're doing things very non-traditionally. So, being able to have sales reps that work from home at their however much they want to work. Providing like, I don't know if you've ever been in a discount tire, but those kids are working on 100 vehicles a day, right? Our techs are working on probably 5 to 6, but it's a full day. So, the space between time, you're going from house to house, you get a little bit of time to yourself to kind of decompress between cars. Not that they don't work hard or anything, but, the grind of working on car back to back to back to back, It needs to be done in 15 minutes every car, right? Like it's like it's like a sweatshop kind of.
Yeah.
But again, that's I don't want to discredit it, because like that did build my work ethic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but again, we're doing things very different. So to be able to provide that kind of platform for more people is exciting. So to go back to the original question, I don't know that there's like a limit. I just want to keep growing as much as we can and, keep going.
Yeah, and it's funny because I actually used to recruit a lot out of Discount Tire when I was still running service departments and body shops. Because
you get Discount Tire on your you get Discount Tire on your resume, man. Like you're getting a badass.
Yeah,
most time.
And I would go look for them, right? Like I was constantly getting my tires rotated, and I would do it in little oil change lube places and stuff like that. I always looked for whoever the best communicator was in the facility, and then I'd give them my business card. I'm like, if you ever want to make a ton of money, give me a call.
Yeah.
And then I'd recruit them to come work for me at the dealership.
That happened to me all the time. Again, I was a manager for like the last 8 or 9 years, and people would try to poach my people all the time, and I was never offended. Like that's what happens when you work hard and you're kick ass, at your job, and you communicate well, and I mean you're just people want you. People want you to come work for them too. So
you said earlier that you had that entrepreneurial attitude, spirit, or whatever. Where did that come from?
I was always when I was a kid, I kind of raised myself, and I think my mom did a great job. I didn't really have I didn't have a dad growing up, so but my mom had to work a lot to raise me and put a roof over my head and so on and so forth. So like I kind of just had to take care of myself. So from the time I was 12, I was making my own money. Again, we won't disclose how that happened, but yeah, no, I just raised myself, and I think that's kind of where that comes from. I had to figure everything out on my own, right? Like whether it's good, bad, indifferent. Yeah, I think that's kind of where it started. but then when I got to Discount Tire, I saw the business, and I was always interested in, how businesses worked and how to make money. And so even when I was changing tires, I was always interested on the business side. Right. And Discount Tire, back in the day, when you started, when you got keys to your own store, that meant you had keys to your own store. You ran your own business. So I was always excited about that, getting my own keys. And I think the origin story is just, I think that my upbringing forced me to be an entrepreneur. Like I had to figure out how to make money. I had to help my mom with bills. And by the time I was 17, I was living on my own, right? Couch surfing, but living on my own. And I never had anyone to turn to and be like, hey, I need help. You know what I mean? I just had to figure it out.
Did you have any like mentors growing up or?
Yeah. I'll try to keep it brief because I don't want to get too emotional here, but both my mentors are now gone. My grandfather was, the only father figure really I had. And then if you've ever heard of the Valley Big Brother, Big Sister program, I had a big brother when I was 8. I was adopted as a little brother. He recently this year passed away in a skydiving accident, and those were my two father figures in life. They were never really like in the same home or anything, right? They were a phone call away, or but yeah, those are my mentors, I guess, growing up.
Your big brother, what was his name?
Kirk.
And then your grandfather's name?
Frank.
Yeah. That's cool, man.
Yeah. No, it's I owe everything to them for sure. They did as best they could for me, and I was a wild animal again, so they had their hands full for sure. My mom again did her best for sure, but they had a big impact on my life.
That's good, man.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
The big brother, big sister thing, is that something that your mom enrolled you in, or?
Yeah, it's for Valley Big Brother Big Sister program is an amazing program for people that don't have a parent growing up, right? Excuse me. So, for example, like I didn't have a dad growing up, so they would enroll someone like a little boy that needs a dad or a father figure growing up into that program, or vice versa for a little girl that doesn't have a mom. They have a Big Sister program.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, it really is a special program.
That is pretty cool. I didn't even know about that.
Yeah, and it's not even just about the mentorship piece of it. It's just the I think it's the support that you didn't know that you needed.
100%.
Yeah,
I kind of hit the lottery with mine. Cool. A lot of the times that doesn't work out, right? Like, just like a relationship, sometimes like, not compatible or something. But, I mean, this guy was, world's coolest man. Like he, F-16 pilot, two master's degrees. He's got an engineering degree and a, Stanford business degree. And he's just, invented his own airplane, and I mean,
he's awesome, man.
Kirk Hawkins, right? Rest in peace. But he's a saint, dude. I mean, coolest thing that could have happened to me.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Yeah. And I mean, just hearing your story too is like I could see some of him coming out there,
Yeah, he always taught me that everything is manageable, man. And, he would push me. Just because I was his little brother, he like did not take it easy on me, right? Like he always let me know when I was fucking up, and he just really, really pushed me the best, to be the best person I can be. And that was at a young age, dude. Like he would teach me, some of the mannerisms that I have now super, super early on. To push the boundaries and, never settle. Those are things that just are part of my life now. So
that's cool, man. I mean, because you could have went the opposite way. You could have
an easier direction.
Yeah.
No, I was definitely destined for kind of failure.
Yeah.
Like it was my life was set up to be in jail or dead for sure by this age.
Right.
So.
But here you are, 2 kids doing jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, doing my best,
Got
man.
a wife, her own business. That's awesome, man. Good for you, dude.
So I always tell people like I'm doing better than I deserve. You know what I mean? Like I that's a common thing I say to people, like, how you doing? Like better than I deserve. Like that's truly how I feel.
That's such a cool statement.
Yeah.
Yeah, but also you do deserve it, man. Like you don't get to where you're at by not busting your ass and working hard.
No, I agree with that. I got lucky along the way a little bit. But yeah, it is ultimately choice and up to me to put those things into effect, and I think that for me, like I don't really get the joy in like being successful. Like I truly like love helping people. So for me, like to be able to be in a position to kind of like maybe do the same thing for others, like that Kirk did for me. You know, that's what's exciting for me. Like, and my daughter and my my stepson Maddox, and you know, being able to help Lexi with everything, and that's for me. Like, all I want to do is help people's life get better.
Yeah.
So,
Have you ever read the book Start With Why?
no,
Okay, you need to read that.
is it audio version?
You can get it audio.
I'm a terrible.
Right. Well,
I can read well, but like comprehension wise, it'll take me 17 times to read the book to really get it.
Listen to it, because what you just said, that book will help you dive even deeper into that.
Okay.
Right, like the whole idea. Because I think the entrepreneurial piece is great. Right, we all go into business because we want to be successful and we want to make money. What you just said is more important than any dollar amount you're ever going to make. Is what you pour into people.
Yeah.
Right, and helping people get to the next level.
Yeah.
Right, and I say this because I didn't know what understanding your why was until reading it and really processing it. But I'm telling you, once you do, you will take your ability to lead people and to develop people to such another level.
Yeah, I mean, that was part of, again, like I do it because I truly want to. And like for me, I outfitted my truck to help people, right? Like on the side of the road, I stopped 2 nights ago before Thanksgiving, lady stuck on the freeway, right? Like just pull over and help. Little things like that, man. Like I just genuinely like doing. I don't video it. I don't.
Right.
I do it
Not
just
doing it for
because
clout,
right. I
right?
don't. Right. There's a lot of people that will, you know, film giving homeless people money and shit
Right.
like
Makes
that.
me
That's
sick.
that's that's counterintuitive to me,
Yes.
right? Like I do it because I want to help people, not because I want people to see me helping people, right? And sorry,
No, you're
my
good.
phone off here. But yeah, no, I truly like. I think it's sick when people do that,
I'm with
because it's, you know, there's a hidden narrative there, right?
Yeah.
Like, or hidden agenda. Like you're
Yep.
doing it for you, not them.
Correct.
So
Yeah, it's not supposed to make you feel better, right?
right.
It's not about making yourself look good. It's about doing things out of the kindness of your heart. And I agree with you 100%. It just drives me nuts. I've seen some people that really use social media the wrong way, and it's really
Absolutely.
just to build clout for themselves. And I'm like, man, if you would pour this much energy into other people instead of just trying to make yourself look good on social media, the world would be such a better place.
yeah, well, and I think that's just kind of like the world we live in now. Like that's what people think they're supposed to do, is, you know, build their name and likeness.
Yeah,
But doing the right things should do that organically.
correct.
So
I agree with you. Yeah,
But there's also like, I mean, I don't know. You could also like film yourself doing stuff like that and motivate other people.
no, you can't.
there is an argument for that. I agree with that.
I think it's how it's done.
Yeah,
Right.
but you can see it.
Yes.
You can see it when people are doing it for themselves. You can see it.
Right.
To build awareness around it, sure. Like I get that, but there's a fine line. So yeah, I agree with you there.
Yeah.
It's all perspective, man.
Yeah.
Well, and I think it's how you present it too, right?
Yeah.
Like if that becomes normal content for you, that's what you're going out and you're constantly doing that, it's no longer about giving back to the community, right? Now, if you're doing a community service, like let's say you and I wanted to do something through the podcast, is we're going to go give back to the community. It's not we're going out and every single time we're doing it, right? Showing that, because that becomes the narrative, right? It's just it. I don't know. I agree with you.
Yeah.
I think there's a time and a place and a way
Right.
to do it.
Yeah, I mean we're doing a little event. I think in February we'll have to confirm that with Rick, but I think it's February. It's called Taco Fest, where we're gonna put a bunch of people, you know, at a park and bounce houses and food trucks and all that stuff. But we're gonna do like live demonstrations on how to jumpstart your battery, how to change your tire, how to put your spare on, that kind of thing.
Very cool.
Very educational. You know, things like that are the difference, right?
Yeah.
Like that's do something with, you know, your caringness instead of like just posting a video online kind of thing. So
Yeah.
No, I like that. That's actually a good idea.
Great idea.
Yeah.
Use
know.
your platform for good.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
It's not like you're doing that to monetize it. You're doing that out of the goodness of your heart.
Yeah, we're
to
not
help
going to charge
support
people to get in,
Right.
Right, like we're just doing it as like a free event. You show up, you can, you know, obviously pay to get tacos and stuff
Right.
like that, but like, yeah, none of it is. It's all free. Plus, we're giving away tires and we're giving away a set of wheels and we're giving
Nice.
away, you know,
Very
cool
cool.
stuff. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's check it out though. By the way, Taco Fest February. Check out our socials for specifics. But
yeah, get us all that information and we'll help you promote it. I
Yeah.
mean, we're helping promote a rodeo that's coming up too, so we'll help you any way we can. I mean,
that'd be cool. We bring out the trailer to the rodeo.
Yeah,
That'd be cool.
I talked to Rick yesterday,
Yeah.
and I was telling him about this rodeo that we got going, or that we're going to help promote. But they're going to help us, or we're going to
we're setting up
do a podcast there.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
All
we're gonna
right.
try to go live and all that. So it's like 2 days, January 30th, the 31st, Grit and Glory Rodeo at Wickenburg.
Yep. Promo code RADCAST.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yep. Get a discount. But no, we'd love to support it. I mean, I think that's kind of why we started this whole thing, right? Was to give a platform for people to come in and tell their story, but also pour back into the community. I mean, it was never about, because I know in the beginning we were asked like, oh, what famous people are you guys going to try to get on? And we're like,
Nobody.
Like,
We just want random ass dudes. That's all we want.
we just want real people telling real stories about real shit.
Yeah, that's a cool concept. And like I was telling you guys before we started, like I love the Joe Rogan podcast for that specific reason. There's no rhyme or reason for the people he has on there. Just cool people that can give cool information.
Yeah.
And you can tell he truly doesn't have a narrative or an agenda when starting. He's just talking, right?
Yeah.
Like, and that's kind of why I was excited about doing this, right? Like that's organic conversation, no rules, no regulations, no boundaries, right? Like just have a good conversation.
Yeah.
And that's what I like to listen to. So
One of the things that I loved about this is like, I feel like I'm surrounded by a bunch of like awesome people like yourself, right? That start businesses or can sing or can ride a horse really well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I just feel like we need more of the middle class badasses that can come out and like tell your story.
Well, it's cool because that's true. Like there's a lot of the people that are doing cool stuff and that are not like famous. They have a cool story too, but no one really gets to hear it because they don't have a platform. So this is,
Well, you don't know who you're going to inspire next.
Right.
Right? Like how many people are not listening to the Joe Rogan show but may listen to this that are like, man, I never thought about going and busting tires, right, as a teenager and learning the art of business and stuff like that and seeing where I could potentially go. Like, I mean, I don't know about you, but I wasn't told in high school, hey, go work at a car dealership and you're going to make a piss ton of money, right? It's go to college or work at McDonald's or go in the military, right?
And again, that's not my lane. Like college it never made sense for me. School never made sense for me. Again, there's too many rules, regulations, and like for me, like I was always like analyze and make the best decision possible for what's in front of you.
Right.
And that's again a Kirkism, but luckily I had that role model to kind of teach me that, because I truly didn't want to live in a confined like lane. Like that's just for me the sheep or whatever.
Yeah.
Like I don't like using that term because it's degrading, I guess, but like for me, like I always wanted to kind of pave my own way. So
Well, I think there's a generational shift that's going on right now, and we kind of talked about it a little bit last night at Thanksgiving, but you think about our generation has kind of become super entrepreneurial, right? Everybody's doing something to try to be an entrepreneur, whether it's social media, whether they're starting their own businesses, right? And you see like all of us are trying to build that into our kids, right? Is like, hey, listen, you don't have to go to college, right? When we were coming up, it was like, no, you go to college or you go in the military. Those are the options, right? Because that was what our parents.
I tried to go to the military too. Right? I'm glad that I didn't, because again, there's even more tight rules and regulations there. But, I agree with you. Like if my daughter wants to go to college, like I'll embrace it. I'll try to shift her mindset to make sure it's like engineering or something you really need college for.
Right.
But if it's like business or something vague, I don't know that I'll just maybe invest in her starting her own business kind of thing.
Right.
I saw a cool thing on a podcast the other day actually where the guy was saying, I'm going to save up what $200,000 what college would cost for the first year. Like I'm going to give her $50,000 and tell her to go travel the world and experience and learn and when she gets back, like hopefully she has an idea what she wants to do and what makes her happy. And then I'll try to invest in her business, right? So that's what's important to me, and I think that's what would be beneficial for her too. So
yeah, that's smart. I mean, I'm my kids are 20 and 21. You guys have young ones. And I just remember like when they came in, they're like, hey, we're going to go to college. I'm like, okay, cool. I think they were waiting for me to be like, oh yeah, let's do it. And I'm like, no, this is a decision. You guys are adults now.
Yeah.
These are the decisions you're going to make. I didn't go to college until I was 45. Right. I didn't think it was necessary. I figured out how to be successful just like you did without a college education.
Yeah.
Right. Doesn't mean that I devalue a college education. It just wasn't my path like it wasn't your path.
100%.
Now my son goes, he was going to go be a mechanical engineer, starts really doing his research, gets up there and gets ready to enroll in college and is like, I don't want to do this shit. And I'm like,
Good, don't.
Good. So now he's going to be a cop. Right. So there was a big pivot, in talking about your kids is that's where you have the opportunity, to really show them by example, like, hey, listen, you can really do whatever it is that you want to do.
Right. And it's always a cliche thing because you heard that you can be whatever you want to be, right? With the right effort, you can absolutely kind of do whatever you want to do, man. Like, and you should focus on what makes you happy. But the funny thing is, like, what makes you happy now doesn't make you happy in 10, 15, 20 years. So understand that you can change. Right?
Yes.
Like at 40, like if you're not fucking happy, do something different.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I don't know that tires like made me happy, but now that I'm doing tires on my own terms and way, I'm absolutely happy, right? Like I get a chance to like build something cool, allow other people to make money doing it. And then on top of that, like I can be there for my family.
Right.
So like that was my shift too. And like, when I'm 45, 50, like, and if that changes, that's fine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like go do something different.
But the tire is the widget, right? Like,
Sure.
That's the piece of it that I think a lot of people don't understand is you don't sell tires, you sell an experience, right? The tire happens to be the product that you use to create an experience that consumers will never, ever forget.
100%.
And that's the part that most entrepreneurs miss is like, I'm going to go into business because I want to make a bunch of money and I'm going to sell this specific product. Most of those businesses fail. Mm-hmm. Like, I think it's a scary rate. It's like damn near close to 90% of businesses fail.
Yeah.
Right. And it's usually in year one. Mm-hmm. They don't even make it through year one.
Yeah.
But they're so focused on being profitable and making money that they forget about why they went into business in the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a scary conversation. And again, when I have often with my business partner that like we're building something right now to sustain us for the future, right? Like the first year we didn't make a ton of money. This is about a year and a half of me and him merging as partners. So year one, it was scary, dude. Like we talked about earlier, I was making a lot of money. Now we don't know how we're going to pay our guys every week. Now we don't know how I'm going to pay myself every week or Wilson every week. But here we are going into like our second full year and the projections look really good. Mm-hmm. So if you put good people and hardworking people around you, even though you're not like really making a ton of money, you're building a good team that is sustainable.
Yeah.
That's super important for anybody building a business, by the way, like hire the right people.
Absolutely.
Again, Rick was a huge acquisition for us. And I know that you know Rick really well.
Yeah.
You went to school with him. But having him involved is a game changer for us.
Oh, yeah. Well, his bearded mortgage commercials that he did for social media, man, those were so funny.
He's a personality. Yeah. And now he's really working on the marketing and he's working on helping us with, doing our QuickBooks, and he's really taken an executive role seriously. And that's, again, something that me and Wilson really, really needed. Because like I said, as a small business, CEO and COO, we're doing a lot.
Right.
Like literally everything, from scheduling to ordering to bills to going out, and on Tuesday, I went out and changed a tire. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like you're still really, really, really involved at a small business like this. So.
And you don't know what you don't know when you start your business. You don't know what gaps you're going to have.
Yeah.
And the better people you can get to fill those gaps, the better the business will be and the more sustainable it will be.
100%, man. Like, like I know that hiring him cost us X, but is going to mean, this much money down the road because I have way more time to do what I need to do.
Right.
And him taking on some of those responsibilities, like the marketing stuff, is huge. Fixing our Google page, huge. Building our website, huge. Right? Like, and having somebody in-house where I can call and be like, hey, what do you think about this? Or, give me your thoughts on why we did this and help me understand why you did it this way.
Right.
Instead of calling a contractor and be like, hey, we pay you $300 a month.
Right.
I'll talk to you next week on X. Like, no, I need to be able to call you now and figure out what the fuck we're doing.
Yeah.
Right.
Strategic partnership.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's cool. Do you drive around and look at people's tires all the time?
Oh, it's a problem. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I've just been trained to look at tires my whole life.
Yeah.
Like, it's funny because I go down the road, I can tell you by the year, make, and model, like, what size tires are on it. Or I can tell you by the tread pattern what tire it is. Like, it's bad.
Well, hold on. So what do you mean?
Like,
What do
I
you mean
can
by
look
the
at
tread?
the back of your tread, right? Like, not looking at the side where I can read the letters. I can tell you by the tread design on the tire what tire it is.
Like the brand?
Yeah.
Really?
When you look at tires all day, every day for as many years as you have,
Yeah.
What is something that people don't realize about tires? Like what's
They're
the
finicky, man. Like, especially here in Arizona. A cool fact is like most of the reason why tires fail are heat related, right? Like, so for example, if your tires are underinflated, it builds up friction in the sidewall, and that's why you get the explosions on the freeway. Or for example, if your tires are worn really bad, the circumferential grooves that are built into the tire, right? There's 3 or 4 circumferential grooves that are pretty thick, and that's how you get your tread depth reading, right? If they're too low, there's not enough air being passed through there to cool down the tire. So as your tires wear out, they start running hotter and hotter and hotter.
Dude, I didn't know that.
I didn't know that. I
yeah.
spent 20 years in the car business.
I thought that was just like for water. So water.
It's a dual purpose, right? It does help. Yeah.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah, I did not know that.
What about like the sidewalls? Like how does all that air get on the side?
How does the air get in what?
Like on like how like bubbles up on the side?
That's a loose belt.
That's no. So that's typically called an impact brake. So like if you hit a curb or if you get a pothole that's good enough, it creates a pocket in that rubber and it starts building and building and building.
Gotcha. Damn.
Those are
man.
dangerous too, right? Like
Yeah.
those will pop at some point just with heat and expansion. But yeah, like right now it's chilly outside, so a lot of people's air pressure lights are going on. We have a cool sub business or sister company that we just built called Mobile Air Check. I know you guys have seen the crazy long lines,
Yeah.
waiting for air pressure. So the motivation there was to help people with that. So we'll go to your house, you sign up. It's free, literally free. You just sign up. We'll go to your house every quarter, check your air pressure, tread depth reading.
Really?
And yeah, absolutely. Tread depth reading and check the age of your tires, another important factor. Tires that are in Arizona, especially when they get 6+ years old, they start to lose their elasticity. And as they expand and contract, they can, be susceptible to failure there too.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this. I know the big attraction to Discount is their lifetime, or not lifetime tire, right? But their replacement. Do you guys do something similar?
So again, I'm a Discount guy, right? Like I came from Discount. There's a lot of similar bones and structure. Our road hazard is almost identical, except the added value is when you have a tire problem, what do you have to do?
Yeah, we
you
gotta
have
go
to
there.
bring it there.
Yeah.
Right.
So we still come to you, right? Like you're still paying the same amount as what you would anywhere else for a road hazard, And every tire comes with like a prorated road hazard, but this would be like we come out, replace your tire for free.
It's a convenience factor.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and the fact that you don't have to put your spare on or get it towed to wherever you have the warranty, we just come to you and we take care of it.
So the average lifespan of a tire here is about 6 years, would you say?
No.
No.
I mean, that's really dependent on the driver. If you're driving, 10,000, 8,000 miles, maybe,
Yeah.
6 years, yeah. But most people drive 12 to 15,000 a year, so you're probably looking 2-3 years.
How important are the weights in the rims?
They're important.
Yeah.
When you get something rotating that fast, every little imperfection you can feel for sure, especially if it's up front where your steering wheel is. Yeah, they're definitely important. The bigger and bigger and bigger the assembly gets, though, the harder and harder and harder it gets to balance something. So just depending on your application, like if you've got a truck, I wouldn't be super, super inclined to be like, oh, it's got a little shimmy. You're going to have that no matter
Yeah.
what, especially if you've got like big mud tires or something like that where that tires are super heavy. The last thing you want to do is stack like a pound of weight on a wheel, You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's important, but not critical, I guess. It's more for like, ride comfort.
So you guys, so as far as your mobile service, you guys have the ability to spin test
Everything
the tires?
that you would get at a regular service shop, we have available at your home.
How cool is that?
Yeah.
So tires, batteries, oil changes, car wash,
Yep.
lattes. Do you guys do coffee?
Tint. Yeah, actually, if we did a coffee shop, mobile coffee shop the other day, so we should tell them to just join us. But
Yeah.
no, yeah, at some point, yeah, we kind of do it all.
Yeah, and you guys don't do just vehicles, right? You guys do trailers,
Oh yeah,
campers.
Yep, everything.
Side by
everything with tires on it.
We'd like to take a moment and thank our sponsors for all of their support. A big shout out goes to the team at Trucker Jobs. They've designed an app for all the professional truck drivers and carriers out here looking for support in this much needed industry. The Trucker Jobs app is a combination of social media and business designed for truckers by truckers. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or lease equipment, turn unused equipment or lot space into revenue, connect directly with drivers, carriers, and vendors, or navigate your career and grow your business, this is the source for you. Download the app Trucker Jobs Network in the App Store today or visit them at www.trucker-jobs.com. Use code WOJO12 for 12 months free. Thank you to the team at Sunset Customs. If your home or business is in need of concrete coatings or custom cabinets, this is the team. Sunset Customs provides the highest quality flake floors, beautiful stained concrete, concrete overlay, and grind and sealed concrete here in Arizona. If cabinets are your look no further. Whether it is for your garage space, laundry rooms, or closets, Sunset Customs has you covered with custom cabinets designed and installed for your specific needs. With high-end finishes, soft closed doors and drawers, Sunset Customs specializes in transforming spaces one finish at a time. Give them a call today at 602-489-9237 or check them out online at sunsetcustoms.com. That's Sunset Customs with a Z. Thanks to the team at Fresh Comfort Solutions, the Valley's go-to for all your air conditioning and heating needs. Specializing in residential and commercial HVAC, Fresh Comfort Solutions is a local business with leadership born and raised right here in the Valley of the Sun. Whether your HVAC system needs a seasonal checkup, repair, or replacement, Mackay and his team are your source for not only the highest quality, but an experience you'll want to share with family and friends. Give them a call today at 602-390-3930 or visit them at callfcs.com. That's CALLFCS.com. And don't forget to mention Radcast for a special offer.
Wheelbarrows.
We just dropped off a huge stack of wheels and tires for a big grocery company the other day. They're probably as tall as this, as the roof here. Yeah, I mean, we do it all.
Dang. How many, so you guys run out of a trailer too, right?
We've
So
got three
you guys got
vehicles.
away
We've
from
got
the
a van. We've got a box truck. We have a trailer, custom trailer. It's kind of my baby. The trailer is awesome. Like, you get a chance to see it at the rodeo or something. Like, you go inside there, you'd be like, this is fucking cool.
Yeah.
Everything in there. Like, it's got AC. It's got, water. It's badass.
So if I were to call you to come out and change my tire, how quick can you guys change the tires?
Well, that's dependent as well. So, like, if you need a specific tire, we don't stock anything. Mm-hmm. I take that back. We stock some things that are very, very popular, but there's so many SKUs that, like, for example, like a Discount Tire, they have to carry 4,000 tires at all times. For us, it's kind of like, special order stuff. Mm-hmm. So, for example, like if you call me and go, hey, I need 4 tires this size, depending on how busy our day is, 2 or 3 hours is like the short end. Typically, what we would like is all those warehouses that we deal with drop off tires to us 2 times a day. Mm-hmm. So like once in the morning, once in the afternoon. So like half of a day notice is best for us. Or next day is best. Most people that need us right away, or like somebody that had a blowout on the freeway or tires flat in the parking lot kind of thing, and then we can come out, put a spare on or something like that, or just fix the tire.
Right.
Those are pretty quick. So, for example, the other day I was telling you I went out and did it. She was about 30 minutes from me, so it took 30 minutes for me to get there.
Nice.
Damn, I'm buying tires from these guys now.
Oh, right.
And it's funny talking about tires. I was talking to my wife about this the other day, and I was like, I don't think we realize how much money we have in tires sitting at my house.
trailer, side-by-side, truck.
Horse trailer.
Yeah.
Quads.
We do a lot in Cave Creek. I'm surprised we're not out here a lot in Whitman too, just because of the nature of what you guys do with you know, horses and trailers and all that stuff. Like no one really wants to hook up a damn trailer and take it somewhere to get the tires done. That's, you know, that just seems like a lot of extra work, especially when you're paying the same amount for me to just come out here and do it.
I'll be honest, I've never even remotely thought about looking for a mobile tire company.
I was telling Rick,
you're used to it at this point. You just got to go somewhere, and it's just part of the inconvenience.
And I'm going to sit there for 2 or 3 hours where I could just sit at my house, and you guys can do whatever you want. I will never.
I mean, like even that, like you could schedule a time to go to a tire company,
but you're still going to sit and wait.
But you're still going to sit and wait. You could schedule MTB and then you could wait at your house or go run other errands, you know?
Right.
Yeah, no, it's crucial. And again, we kind of coined the phrase like, why buy tires anywhere else? Like we truly, I give my sales rep that, and I go just, you know, ask him that question, because there should be no reason why you would want to go do that.
Yeah.
Right.
So let me ask you this. Now you got my mind working. So the free air service that you're talking about, that's quarterly, is it every vehicle they own, or is it specific to?
Yeah, so there's tiers, right? Like we have a free tier where we come out to your house and we can do up to 3 vehicles air checks while we're there, right? And then, you know, there's tiers where you can do it every month, right? There's people that want it specifically done every month. So my business owner life, my phone is blowing up here. I apologize.
Good.
But yeah, we can come out and do it every month. And then there's tiers that have like, we'll shine your tires for you while we're there. We'll, you know, include a free flat repair. We'll include like rotations on your vehicles too. And that's a subscription you pay for every month. But the highest subscription we have is like $24, $24.99. So every month, if you wanted to pay $24.99, you know that you have a flat repair.
Yeah.
You know that you have a rotation balance, and then you know that you have us coming out every month to check your air. Or if you just want the free option, there's a free option. We come out every 3 months, check your air pressure, you know, age, and tread depth.
And the $24 is for 3 vehicles.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's cool,
I'm going to
man.
have to count all my cars.
Huh?
I'm going to have to count all the cars.
Well, and here's
All
the
the
thing,
things
dude.
with tires.
Like, again, we're not corporate, so I'm not, like, we're fluid.
Not
like, if
married
you
to
have
that,
4, I'm not going to go, sorry, man, you got to pay for another one. You
But
know
I'm
what
just
I mean?
thinking, I'm thinking how convenient it would be to have you guys come out on a regular basis and just check the tires on the horse trailer. The one thing that I always worry about is that damn horse trailer.
Yeah.
It's just
Well,
simply
you got
because I
horses
got
on
live
it.
horses in the
Yeah.
back. And, you know, I mean, I sold my boat, what was it, last summer?
Uh-huh.
Did I get rid of it? Surf boat, right? Back-to-back weekends blew a tire. And
Trailers are notorious for that
ass.
because they're old,
Yeah.
right? You don't use your trailer. You don't think of it. Oh, by the way, the tread looks great.
Right.
Fine. You know what I mean? Like, you
Sit
have
in
to
the sun.
understand how old they are. And on trailer tires, 3-4 years, like, you don't want to be driving around on them that long. And trailer tires are built differently.
and they cause so much damage when they explode.
They're taking off fenders and, you know, jacking up the axle, and, you know, the rubber's getting wrapped up in there, and it sucks.
Yeah.
And trailers are super important to make sure that the tires are good.
Yeah, it's so funny. I'm more worried about those tires on that horse trailer than I am about the tires on the trailer.
Well, and the cool thing
Every
is too,
time.
I built it this way for a reason. Like, you could FaceTime me and be like, "Hey, will you look at my tires for me?"
Oh, that's cool.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
your sales rep, if I assigned you Adam or Jenny or Michael or Tony or any of our sales reps, they have the same, you know, you could do the same thing with them.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Call, let us look at them. You know, we'll show you the where you can look at the age on them and everything.
Yeah.
We can't measure the tread
Right.
via FaceTime, but like, we've all been looking at tires long enough to understand when tires are bad.
Yeah.
Right.
Right? Like, that's, again, tradition, right? Like, oh, let me measure your tires. And,
Right.
like, no, just look at them. They're fine.
Green,
or they're
yellow,
not.
red.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys sell rims as well?
We do. Yeah. So again, we operate out of a full auto shop. So like, if you wanted to get your truck lifted, put wheels and tires on it and all that stuff, like, we do all that too.
Okay.
Cool.
Obviously the bread and butter is the mobile,
Right.
you know, but we have the autonomy to do that too. So yeah, but we can do wheels and tire packages at your house too. Like, we can put the wheels, sensors, and tires and mount them all up, you know, where we're at or on the van, and then bring them to you, and install takes like 6 minutes. You know what I mean? We jack them up, put them in there, relearn the TPMS, and we're gone.
Damn.
God, what a cool business model.
I know. How does that work? How does you said the TPMS, right?
Tire pressure monitoring system.
Yeah, how does that work?
Yeah, it's everybody's headache. So like back in 2000, they had vehicles starting to do that, like Corvettes and stuff like that. But in 2008, they made it mandatory. It was like a safety mandatory thing. So every vehicle has a sensor that reads your air pressure. Some vehicles do it through ABS. Some people, they have a remote sensor in the wheel. That's the majority of it. But they send a radio frequency to the computer and tell you when your tires are low.
Oh, okay.
So each wheel has a sensor in it, unless it's like a Honda, Audi, some other vehicles just do it through the ABS, which that detects overall rolling diameter. So if one is dragging ass a little bit, you have low pressure.
Yeah.
So they don't. So some of them don't actually check the pressure. They just
they're
check
called an indirect system. Yeah,
okay.
It's just, there's no sensor in it. They know when one tire's rolling slower.
Okay. Yeah, I always. You know what? The only time I check my tire pressure is when I go on like a long trip.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, of course. Well, and again, like that's how I grew up too. You know what I mean? Like, but now everybody's so hyper focused on it because it has your screen pops up and it tells you, oh, I got one tire that's 2 pounds lower than the other one. Like, I get it all the time, right? Like it's everybody freaks out,
Especially when it gets cold.
Yeah. Well, and again, just educational purposes, right? Like every month, and even not with the temperature change, like your tires are going to lose 3 pounds of pressure. Your rubber's not airtight, right? Air dissipates through rubber, and it's just natural. So, it's important to get your air pressure checked.
Yeah. Well, you sold me on the service. That's for damn sure.
That's pretty
just
cool,
from a
man.
convenience perspective, like it would save time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And then I don't have to go out and fire up the
compressor, or
pump
if you're going to go to a gas station and find one that's actually fucking working.
Yeah.
Right? Like, how many times have you been to a gas station trying to put air in your tires and
the fucking
it
hose is
missing-
leaking,
or it just doesn't work, or you got to pay for air.
I know,
Yeah.
25 cents.
It's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. And then you got to try to get park in the right place so that you can get the hose to
I know.
everyone, all 4
You
tires.
gotta flip it around and get the other
Yeah,
side.
And
yeah.
hope you can do it quickly because
Somebody's
going
gonna
to
come in
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you have to wait there for somebody to do it, and they take freaking forever, dude.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So, like, I had a little video the other day, and I was like, when you guys pull up to these lines, like, and I pulled up to a line the other day, or I drove by a line anyway the other day. I had 15 people in the line, okay? I won't say any names or where it is or anything, but each car, they require you to do X, Y, Z, A, B, and the other, right? So your air check is taking 7 minutes at a minimum, right? Times 15 cars.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
that is.
That's an hour and a half of waiting in line to get air pressure in your tires.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes you only need just enough
Yeah.
to get the sensor to turn off, too. It's not like you're crazy low.
Yeah, that's actually pretty cool. Yeah, you guys should definitely try to market out here a little bit more, especially like during like the seasons
100%.
here. All the roping, like all the ropers come down, and
Well, and it's just getting eyes on the vehicles too. Like, where we're at is so saturated. Everybody's seen us, so they call us.
right. Where do you guys normally operate?
We're pretty heavy on North Phoenix, West Phoenix, Central Phoenix. We're not as saturated in like the East Valley yet, or out here or anything. Like, kind of like remote outside of the Metro Phoenix area.
Okay.
I will tell you that this time of year is where you want this customer base.
Yeah.
Oh,
There
yeah.
are more horse trailers per capita in between Whitman, Morristown, and Wickenburg right now than anywhere else in the country.
Yeah, and it's crazy too because like when we're not that busy, I just have the guys go out and help people, right? Like I have them park at a gas station and help do air checks or whatever. Drive around and just go look for somebody to help.
Right.
That's kind of what I do on like when I'm at work. If I'm in the office and I've got kind of caught up on things I need to do, like I'll just go drive around. I'll stop in at HVAC companies. I'll just hand out my card, and I'm not selling anything. I just tell them what I do, and here's my name and info, and if you're interested, let me know.
Yeah, if it's
Like
a service you see value in, give me a call.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I tell that to all my salespeople too. But like just driving around and talking to people, like that's something we do all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys could literally go to a rodeo and just go up and offer air
Well,
checks.
that's what I'm
to
saying.
every one of them.
We could. And I'll pull up with the trailer so they can kind of see what it looks like
Yeah.
for us to come out there.
Right.
I'm going to probably bring it to Cars and Coffee and little things like that.
Yeah.
And the trailer, again, is super cool.
Yeah.
People love to go inside and kind of see like all the machines and like how it works. And so.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't even have to be like an actual rodeo. Like here at Dillon's, they have like roping events, right? So there's tons of ropers. There's Horns and Hooves right down the road too. They have I don't want to say hundreds, but like, a pretty good amount of trailers and trucks and then
that's the ideal market for people that want our business. Right? They want us to come out, man. Like trailers and trucks, and we do all kinds of heavy trucks and 19.5s and 22.5s and all that. We do all of it. And again, the more you have going on, like a truck trailer set up with an RV and or you got the side by side, you can't drive it all the way to the service facility. Like, it just makes sense to have us come out there.
Yeah, because it's a total pain in the ass to pull the tire off of a side by side to get it into the
with all the travel and all that stuff.
We were talking about that last night.
Yeah.
Been some cinder blocks on floor shacks, thinking I'm going to kill myself.
Yeah.
But no, like the reason that I was bringing up the rodeo thing is like Horns and Hooves, for example, which is right here in Morristown where Sam rides. We went out to the night rodeo 2 weeks ago, and there was probably 70 horse trailers, maybe 80 horse trailers. So, and every one of them's getting towed by a full size truck.
Yep.
Right.
Dualies.
Some of them dualies. And I'm just thinking,
double
to myself,
axle
I'm like,
trailers.
if you're call it 70 trailers times every trailer is going to be at least tandem axle.
Yep.
Right. You have so much opportunity just in that one parking lot to go.
Yeah.
Offer that service and
Absolutely.
clientele.
Well, and we were doing that kind of stuff like for holiday weekends, and people are going out and stopping at the gas station on the way out to the lake, stopping there just to help people out. When we know people are traveling to a certain destination kind of thing, we'll stop, and just try to help people where we can to try to get their name out there. It's all about brand recognition. Like, you talk to anybody in the world right now, like, oh, where do you get your tires? And it's immediate Discount Tire.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Well, why? Right. Because everybody knows Discount Tire. Not because of, anything else other than brand recognition.
Yeah.
So for us, that's why we try to just go out and help people as much as we can. So they see the logo, they see what we do, and they see the kind of value in what we do. Not only that, but like the guys that I have working for me are the best. Yeah. Like, I have nothing but the best working for me because I train them. You know what I mean? Like, they've been with me for 5 or 6 years. And I didn't poach them from Discount Tire. They left on their own, accord, and then called me and asked me if, they could come work for me again. And again, that goes back to me being not so rigid, right? Like, I'm a graceful leader. So, like, I expect a lot from you, but I'm not going to freak out that you're 6 minutes late to a job where I know you have a lifetime of hard work that you've given me.
Right.
So, I'm pretty gracious and empathetic in a lot of ways, but I also push really hard to make sure that the expectation is risen. So that's kind of going back to, like, I'm not a traditional person. I operate with my own, like, mind, and in the moment, like, I assess the situation and make the best decision. And I think that's why a lot of people want to continue working for me.
Yeah.
So.
I just think this is a service that not a lot of people know of.
No.
Like, I thought discount was the convenience factor. Right, because like I said, I spent 20 years in car dealerships, right, and selling a shit ton of tires. But if you wanted to buy tires from me, you were dropping your car off the whole day.
Yeah,
like all day.
That's crazy for tires,
you know what I mean?
Right? Like, it takes us 30 minutes on the long end to do your tires.
Right.
So, like, why should you have to wait? I used to think about that with, like, my stuff when I would take my truck to the dealership for something little. They want your truck there all day for something that they're going to do for 45 minutes.
Correct.
Yeah.
I'm like, why do you need my truck that long?
Yeah.
Tell me when you want it. I'll bring it to you. You do the thing, and I
then
I
I'm
go.
gone. I know. Yeah.
Right? It's wild. And they're like, well, yeah, we just need it available because we don't know when we're going to get to it. I'm like, just call me then.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right.
Or set an appointment.
Yeah.
And again, my analytical
matter.
brain just starts, like, working. I'm like, why? Like, it's just about rules and regulations. And, well, that's just what our rules are.
That's just what we do.
Yeah.
Well, fuck your rules.
Yeah.
like this is what makes logical sense, and it's more rational to do it this way. So just do it this way. I can't. I'm sorry. I got my boss will.
Yeah.
No, fuck that. Just do the right thing.
That's where the fake waiters come from.
Yeah. Well, I also hate, like, sometimes if I'm in a pinch, I'll go and get my oil changed somewhere. right? And it's like, hey, I just want my oil changed. All right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, then you get
well,
sold
what about
everything
your
else.
air filter? You know, you got your tire.
yeah.
It's like, dude, just do what I asked, man.
Yeah, and again, towards the end, like I really don't want to badmouth Discount Tire because I love them and everything they did for us, but it started to get way too corporate like that.
Yeah.
Right, like
You have quotas you got to hit.
100%. Your percentage on doing this is too low. Why?
Yeah.
Well, because this customer didn't need it. Right. Well, it doesn't matter. Your percentage needs to be here.
Right.
Okay. All right. Fine. But and then they, for managers, they started making like you gotta plan your day out. From 8:30 to 9:30, you're gonna be doing this. Well, I don't know how my day's gonna look yet.
Right.
Every day is different, so I need to be able to make a decision for where my business needs me, not what I think is gonna happen for the day.
Right.
Yeah.
Because that doesn't make any sense to me. Like if I've got 20 people standing in line to buy tires, I'm not going to go outside and help with workflow.
Right.
Right.
That's silly, right? I want to make sure that the customers that are waiting in line are getting helped in getting what they need. So again, I've always been fluid like that, and that's just how my brain works. I've never been like plan your day out, do X, Y, and Z, and say this while you're doing X, Y, and Z, right? So I feel bad for some of the corporate stuff because I understand it, right? Like the general population needs to be able to do this and that. Mm-hmm. And when you have thousands of employees, there has to be some guideline, but don't handcuff people.
Right.
Right. They need to be able to listen actively, right, to your customers. When you have a script, you have this, and this you need to say, you're not listening.
Right.
So when you go to one of those facilities nowadays, you get kind of the scripty sales shit.
Oh yeah.
So I've built our company just to make sure that you're getting people helping people.
Yeah. I like that.
That's awesome.
You're a Niners fan, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's been a rough life. I always say that, like, I know that we, on the outside in, it seems like a good thing to be a 49ers fan because we're always doing good, but, like, it also sucks ass because we get so close and never win it.
Yeah.
So I've lived through one Super Bowl in my life, and we have 5, right? Like,
Right.
I didn't witness any of that except for one when I was a child.
Yeah.
Right? I've been a Niners fan since I was, like, damn near in diapers, but...
You know what's funny is
Well, I'm a Cardinals fan, so I don't feel bad for you at all.
yeah.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Your expectations are low.
Well, I don't know that it's low. The results are always low. Every year,
I mean, do
we're
you
gonna win
ever
the Super
go into
Bowl.
the year where you're like, we're going to
Every
win
year,
the Super
dude.
Bowl?
Every
Every
year.
year.
Every year.
Stop it.
Every year.
Stop it.
Every year.
I think it's false
Come
hope.
on, you
it's
know
definitely
me.
false hope, but yeah, I don't know. I just am not a believer in Kyler, and I haven't been since
Yeah.
day one.
Well,
so.
I've been super happy that the Cardinals thought Kyler was a guy for a long time because you guys are in division rivals.
And
so
you know it's a dub.
I've always known that Kyler is absolute trash.
Yeah.
So he's a good athlete,
He is very
He-
good.
but he's not a
should have
quarterback.
gone play baseball.
He's not a quarterback.
Right.
Yeah.
So
I
and
still
he's
think
not a
that
good leader. So
Correct.
that's one of those things that, like, I always say when people bring up Kyler, he's just not a good leader.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't have the makeup to be like the run through the brick wall first kind of guy.
Right.
So
But I also think you look at the results of those that were elite quarterbacks in college that come into the NFL and struggle, and then you have the Brock Purdy's of the world, right, that didn't play at the biggest programs, and they had to learn to win with average athletes where
with
like
character,
Yes.
work ethic, and
right?
everything.
But
yeah.
you have the Kylers of the world, right? Or the Matt Leinerts when he came out of SC, where these guys are playing with fucking pros in college.
Yes.
They
Yeah.
have the best of the best of the best surrounding them in college, and then they get to the pros and they're the number 1 pick, and they go to the shittiest team in the league, and they can't fucking win.
Yeah.
Because they never learned how to lead.
Yep.
They never really learned how to build around, build a team around them or build culture. They just
Well, that's a good example for, like, look how good Matt Stafford's doing right now.
Yeah.
He played in Detroit for 10 years.
Yeah.
He had nothing for a long time, and now he's got Devontae and Puka
Right.
and Kyron Williams, right?
Yeah.
Like, of course he's doing well.
Yeah.
He had to play at a disadvantage for a long time.
I
Now
don't know,
he has
man.
weapons around him.
Dude, he had Calvin Johnson, man.
That's it.
yeah, that's all he had.
That's it.
Well, he also had Yeah, you're
Yeah,
right.
that's all
You're
he
right.
Name another one, right? Like that's it.
Yeah. But you look at the Cardinals, right? We'll just talk about that for a minute. But Jacoby Brissett has played well. He's put
huge
them in
fan.
positions
Yeah.
to win.
He's the leader.
And he's used the guys the way they're supposed to be used. right?
Because you guys have talent.
Correct.
Except for the fact that you guys never address your offensive line.
No.
Ever.
Oh, I know.
And our defense doesn't know how to play defense in the fourth quarter.
Sure.
The prevent defense is the stupidest thing ever.
Well, that's a coaching thing.
Yeah, I hate that too.
Coaching thing. It's, conservative bullshit.
But how do you have like one
Play
of the
the same
best
way.
defenses for 3 quarters, and then you get to the fourth quarter, and let's give everybody 21 points in the fourth quarter?
That's the Cardinals, though, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's the Cardinals.
Yeah,
I will
but
say,
for
though,
example, like the 49ers, man, like I love Kyle Shanahan. I think he's a mastermind, but like he plays conservative when we have a lead. Like just keep playing the way that we got the lead.
Score 70.
100%.
Yeah.
Stop thinking about what will happen and how do we just, all right, we got a lead. We got 10 points. It's fourth quarter. Like run the ball and we should run the ball again. Right. Like don't do that.
You haven't been running the ball for 3 quarters.
We haven't won a Super Bowl yet. We've got to 3 of them in the last like 5 years. Right. Like
That's where you need a high school head
but
coach to
Kansas
be an
City
assistant.
does that.
Yeah.
Kansas City does that. Yeah.
Just score.
And they know how to make the right decisions when it counts, right? Like they just stay in the game, and they know they're going to make the right play calls in the fourth quarter.
Right.
Right? They play it a little bit backwards than most people do. They don't want to jump out on a lead and give all their good shit away right away.
Right.
They want to stay in it and then win at the end.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But you think about like in high school, there was no mercy.
No.
We'd put up 70 on teams.
Where did you go again?
I went to Ironwood. And we were in back-to-back state championships
Okay.
my junior and senior year.
I know that you had a couple good years too at Peoria, but what year did you graduate?
05.
Yeah, you were a couple years ahead of me. Cactus, we were good too.
Yeah.
But Peoria, I remember like
Yeah.
Keegan Herring and all those guys. Back in the day, you guys had a good setup.
Dude,
But-
we had the 3 fastest kids in the state of Arizona
Yeah.
on our team.
Yep. Yeah, Cactus, we didn't have like the flashy talent.
No.
We just had the, again, hard work, grind it out. Our coach was like relentless.
Dude, what I really respected about Cactus was that, like, I know, and it showed that, all the players went to workouts during summertime.
2 a day.
And you guys.
A lot of times practice 2 a day too.
Yeah, and you guys went. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? And I get so, like, jealous because it's like.
If you guys had like that kind of structure.
Like, exactly, man. And we didn't have that, you know?
Yeah, there was no room for knuckleheads, man. Like we were grinded into oblivion for sure. Like, and we were required to have weight training as one of our classes.
Yeah.
Like not only that, but like 2 a days and weight training during the day and
Yeah.
and then they would take us to Hell Week and that thing was that.
Where'd you guys do yours?
Heber.
Okay.
Heber, Arizona. We went up there with 3 other schools every year, and it was called Camp Toro. It was literally hell on earth. The last one that I did, 7 or 8 people out of 3 schools finished it. Like, did every workout.
Oh,
we
really?
had kids getting taken out in ambulances, and
Damn.
you'd wake up on the gym floor on a little mat, right, at 2:00 in the morning. The kids screaming, cramping up in the middle of the night.
yeah.
Oh, shit.
It was torture, but again, worth it, right? The
Right.
work ethic and the experience, and it sucked back then, but like it ingrains work ethic in you.
I remember
And discipline.
I
Yeah.
remember my first summer when they were like, "Hey, we're gonna go train in California on
like,
the
"Oh,
beach,"
cool.
and I was like, "Fuck yeah!" Right? Receiver and tailback. We fucking ran for days in the sand.
Yeah.
And I was like, every day, I was like, "This is awful."
Yeah,
I never want to see the beach again. And it was every summer.
Yeah.
They'd fucking kick our ass in the
Yeah, we never had that. I was kind of bummed out.
You'd think you were bummed out. It was not fun.
yeah. Peoria was pretty Wild West, man.
Our biggest fight in high school was against you guys.
Oh, really?
Oh, God.
We were probably there. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I'm a lot older than you guys.
okay.
So I
Yeah.
graduated in 97. But no, we beat the brakes off of Peoria, and they ended up coming up and throwing fireworks in our bus as soon as we got into a fight. We get out.
Oh, like on the football field.
On the football field.
okay.
We got into a fight on the football field. They usher us into the buses. We get into the buses, and they literally littered us with fireworks inside the buses.
That's crazy.
Damn.
So the coach is like, "Fucking get out!" And so we got out. We all fought again. Cops
Probably got your ass whooped. Probably.
The only bad one that we had is we went to Prescott one time and played, and they hated us. Like we didn't really like think of them as rivals, so it was kind of one-sided hate.
Yeah.
Like they just hated us because we were good. Maybe I don't know.
You were just there.
Yeah. So we went up there one time, and like we're killing them, and it's Well, actually, you know what? I think they were somewhat in the game. I might have been like a 2-score game, down by 14 or something. But at one point, they were throwing so much shit on the field that they had to like get us into the middle of the field because they were hitting all of our players with bottles and all kinds of shit. So they had to pause the game, and then like obviously pushing all the players in the middle of the field caused fighting, right? So like it's snowing, people are fighting, there's bottles being thrown on the field. It's a high school football game. I'm like, dude, this is crazy.
Yeah.
Prescott's crazy.
But it's also, you're probably also like, oh, this is kind of fun.
Oh, I loved it back then. I mean, you knew me back in the day. Like that was just something that we did all the time.
Yeah.
Every weekend there was a fight.
Oh, yeah.
And like that was just something we enjoyed. I don't know. Back in the day, like that's way different than now. I feel like more people need to get punched in the face.
Right,
Amen.
right.
I was talking. I coached my stepson's flag football, and I got kicked out the other day. And I didn't even say anything bad. Like I just told the refs that they're ruining the game. I was like, "You're ruining the game. It's a kid's game. Let him play."
Yeah.
I said it loud, but like I wasn't in his face. I wasn't pointing at him. I wasn't cussing at him or anything. And he's like, probably a 20-year-old kid, and he was like, "You're out of here." But like, the point is, the world is so soft, and it bothers me.
Yeah.
But if people grew up in our era a little bit, not saying our era was better or anything, but like if people grew up in our era, it'd be a lot different. Like
I totally agree.
you watch what you say because you know that a fight is around the corner, and you have to deal with what the fuck you say.
Right.
Like now you can type some shit on the internet and deal with nothing.
Keyboard
Or
warriors.
I mean, just like in your situation, you go out in public and you say what and people can't take that, right?
Yeah.
Like if I was a ref, I'd just be like, all right, like I wouldn't even listen to you.
Yeah, right.
I could just
Who gives
take
a
it.
shit?
Yeah. All right, cool.
I mean, unless you said something about my mama.
Right.
And then we
exactly.
fight.
Exactly.
No, just kidding.
No, yeah. I mean, you bring up a good point. Like people need to learn how to like take criticism or some sort
Everything
of.
offends everybody nowadays. And
Yes.
like it's for me again. I grew up and it wasn't as soft. You had to fight. You had to fucking deal with adversity, and that's my thing is like dealing with adversity. Like you should embrace that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like have the tough conversations. I tell people my team knows this all the time or hears this all the time. Like embrace the tough conversations.
Right.
Don't let it fester and have these inner narratives. Like just put it on the table and deal with it now, and everything is manageable.
Right.
That's just my concept of life is everything is fixable or manageable.
Right.
So for me, like it's important to have the tough conversations early and often.
Yes.
So
It's those crucial conversation skills that you have to have.
well, not only it builds intelligence, it builds character, right? It allows you to critically think. It allows you to fix things on the spot instead of letting it get bigger and bigger and bigger. So
Well, I think like conflict brings you closer, right? Like kind of what we were talking about earlier. Cactus Peoria used to fight, and
Every
then
weekend.
we were all buddies.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's the same thing in like a tough conversation. Like maybe feelings might get a little hurt, but at the end of it,
And it builds respect.
Exactly.
right?
You come out stronger. You have that better relationship with that person.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah.
yeah, man.
No, it's been fun. It's kind of funny to talk business and then raising kids, and now we're talking about high school football like we were like superstars. But no, it's cool.
Well, again, I just appreciate the organic conversation.
Yeah.
Like you can go on podcasts and have a script in front of you, then it just you're putting your agendas out there, and there's just
Well, this fucker can't read, so we couldn't give him a script.
well, that's what I was saying earlier.
can
Like
read.
I can read,
But I just can't comprehend.
right? Same.
Ask him to remember a song.
Oh hell no, I can't do that.
Oh, my memory's bad too, man. But we also partied a lot.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But seriously, we want to help, get the word out on the business. I'm definitely going to be a customer. I will tell you that.
Well,
Just
thank you,
simply-
man. Yeah,
just
no-
simply because of not only is it easy, right, but it also creates safety for me and my wife and my
100%.
kids and my horses. And
Well,
so-
and we want to make buying tires easy.
Yeah.
Right. And that's kind of the model and the motivation. And like, it shouldn't have to be this big process. It's already a huge purchase,
yeah,
right? Like when you're buying tires, no one wants to buy tires.
Correct.
No one. Unless you're getting a big, cool wheel and tire package. But then your second set of tires, you're like,
you're
fuck
not one
this.
to
I don't
buy-
want to
yeah.
spend
Yeah.
that kind of money
Yep.
on tires.
I was
That's
just going to
crazy.
say, they want to buy them the first time.
Right.
They do not want to replace them.
Yeah.
So like the idea is just like, let's make it as easy as
Yeah.
possible.
I love
right.
it.
You can call and talk to an expert, right? Like what tire do you think I should get? And we'll walk you through why, and we're not biased to X, Y, or Z. There are some tires out there that we kind of stay away from just because like there's there's a lot to it, but they're kind of monopolized, and we can't really, as a small business, do it because the big companies will sell them at a net loss,
right,
to get the rebate money on the back end.
Really?
So yeah, absolutely.
Oh damn.
And again, I don't want to put any names out there because down the road, if they fix the problem, I don't want to badmouth anybody. But yeah, some of the big names, yeah, we can't, as a small business, support doing it at a net loss like that. That doesn't make any sense for us.
And because now you're carrying the cost until you get rebated.
Yeah, you're cash flowing it, right? Yeah, and those big companies can sit on millions of dollars worth of product, but they're getting $100 million in rebates.
Right.
So
yeah.
Where do you guys see MTB next year, 2026?
Well, some cool numbers. Like we 2x'd this year.
Congrats.
If we 2x again next year, we'll be in a crazy spot. Probably one of the biggest mobile tire companies that is out there. So if that happens, I would like to again get the South Carolina project going and maybe sustain it for a year at that kind of growth. So that way we can get some, legit cash flow under our belt and grow it to Texas and, just keep going as best we can. So next year, like I would like to maybe add, another vehicle and just keep growing.
Nice.
Kick ass.
So just to reiterate, you guys got Taco Fest. Is that what it's
February?
called? February,
Yep. Okay.
2024. So
Tacos
keep an
and
eye
tires.
out. Yeah, tacos and tires. Heck yeah, man.
Look out for that. We, check out our socials. We're definitely active, and we got some funny videos out. I don't know if you've seen them lately, but Rick's been doing a good job getting the humor, and we want the people connect with us.
Yeah.
Again, we're all about people helping people, and be able to like know who you're talking to and like connect with those people is important. But yeah, check out our mobile air check. Again, it's free. It's all it is benefit to you.
Yeah. So is it an app or what is it?
So you can go to mobileaircheck.com. You can sign up for that. Or you can just give us a call at 623-343-5551 and talk to any of our sales reps about getting on it. You can contact us through our website. We've got every avenue that you can get a hold of us for sure.
Awesome.
Excellent.
But yeah, we're definitely here to help, and I'm super grateful for you guys putting us on the podcast. And hopefully we can continue to grow your guys' podcast too, because I know that's important. Build the platforms so more and more people can get their stuff out there.
Yeah.
Let us know how we can support in February too.
Yeah.
Yeah, just come out and put up a booth or whatever you want to do. Question for you guys: where do you guys see yourself in a year?
I don't really know, to be honest with you. Like, I don't have any.
And that's okay too. Like, just keep pushing and like see where it goes.
Yeah, I mean, we obviously want more followers, more people to listen, but and that's more so to help, you guys and to help the other people that we bring in to grow their business or their awareness or their stories or something like that.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
I know for me, and I think one of the things that we're working on that's kind of behind the scenes right now is the Rad Bash thing. I think one of my goals for next year is to continue that process and bringing past guests back together. And I think that it's an opportunity to create a group that supports each other.
A little community.
You know what I mean? Like a community. Yeah.
Yeah, let's get together on that, because I think that like getting a bunch of rad-ass dudes or random-ass dudes, right, together and doing like a little network style,
How can we help
not
each other?
like, a partnership group.
Right.
So, and there's networking groups and all that shit, but like I'm not trying to build something to make money off of, but like getting cool humans together in a room once in a while always is going to be good for each of the people in the room.
And I'm even thinking like the Sunset Custom stuff that we have going on, right? Like you're in garages all the time where we do custom garage flooring and cabinets, right? But how many houses are we in where we're doing the garages and the floors, and we're dealing with custom cars and all these other things where we could help collaborate and promote each other's business.
Just teach Nate how to tread depth.
Dude, I can trust me. I hate checking tread depth, doing the walkarounds on the cars.
Yeah,
I did that for 20 years. But no, I think
networking 101, right?
Yeah,
it's just like having a good group and a good foundation where somebody goes, hey, do you know somebody that does a roof? Yes, I do actually. Somebody that does floors? Yes, I do actually. Here's info. So building a good group like that where like, you're not paying a membership fee and you're not pitching to each other every week. And, there's kind of the cringy stuff that's out there like that, like the business networking groups and stuff like that.
Yeah. I think,
but I just want to, get a cool group of people that meet once a month kind of thing.
Yeah.
And talk about problems or how can I help you kind of thing.
Right.
So
yeah, I think, kind of thinking about it a little bit more, like I feel like, I don't know, this may get a little weird, but it's all right.
I'm all about weird.
Like during COVID, right? It's like, I feel like the big corporations are trying to take out the little guys, right? Because you saw it during COVID, right? Oh, you couldn't go to the mom and pop restaurants, but you could go to Olive Garden. Mm-hmm. You could go to all these big restaurants. You could go to Walmart. You could go to Fry's, right? And it just dismantled like the middle class, like us. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I want here is like I want that middle class, like those middle, like you guys. I want that to be more of a thing than going to the big corporations.
Yeah, powered by numbers too.
Yes.
And like getting all these business owners and people like yourselves like together fighting for each other is the way we do that. So.
Well, and I think in the beginning when we started this thing, it was like, hey, we're going to record twice a week and we're going to launch all these podcasts and stuff. And then it got to the point where we're like, I don't want to just put out a podcast. Right. Like I want to get cool people on that have a story that they can tell, that are engaging, that we can help support. Yeah. Right. And in return, just help support the podcast because we're not trying, like you were talking about, not trying to monetize things. This is we didn't start this about monetizing it.
No.
All of this shit's paid for by us.
Yep.
Right. Like,
well, and all that does is like, it's a result. So like if money comes in, great, then you can support it getting bigger.
Yep.
And then you can get more people on and like, broaden the horizon a little bit.
Yeah.
That's all it does.
And it was really a passion project of his that he was like, hey, we should start a podcast because we just sit around and talk shit anyway. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I was like, fuck, let's put some mics in front of us. And I get paid to travel around and speak anyway. So I was like, fuck it, let's do it. Let's have some fun with it.
Beautiful.
But no, we're looking forward to helping. And like I said, watching your business grow, I'd love to kind of recap it again a year from now and see where you're at against your goals.
Yeah. Let's do it. Yeah, book it. Like I'll be here next year and we'll see where it went.
Kick ass. Well, thanks for coming on. This has been a lot of fun.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate you, man.
Hold on, one more time. Yeah. Where can we meet you guys, or where can we see?
So yeah, mobile tire and battery, everything. So online, mobiletireandbattery.com. Our Instagram is mobile tire and battery. 623-343-5551 is our phone number. That's really the best way. You can either text or call that, and that goes to our business line, so everybody can respond to it. What else? Facebook, everywhere.
Okay.
And we'll get the links and we'll attach all of that so that people can go directly.
I was just trying to get like a little clip.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah.
Can we do that again?
Follow.
Can you do that one more time?
Absolutely.
Okay. But get your mic.
Oh. Yeah.
There you go. And then just look into the camera and then we can edit that. Go
ahead. So you guys can get a hold of us at mobiletireandbattery.com. You can check out our Instagram, Mobile Tire and Battery. We have Facebook as well, or you can call us at 623-343-5551.
Kick ass.
Let's go.
You, friends, everyone's gonna be friends. And plus, you better ride like you ride.